everyone, we are Gentri, and we are so excited today because we have a new episode of Lift Where You Live, and we're actually not too far from where many of us grew up and went to school.
That's right, this road back here, I remember riding my bike to the Arctic Circle to get the courtesy cones as a kid. We'd ride miles, but it was worth it for that tiny little cone. But you know, I went to high school just down the street from here, and as I think about the teachers that we had in especially high school that helped shape our love and passion for performance, it's incredible the impact that they've had on our lives, and we get to share that even today.
That's right. So today we've teamed up with our friends over at Crumbl Cookies to give some of those teachers a surprise they'll hopefully never forget, and share just a little bit of our gratitude and appreciation for really instilling in each of us a love of performance that we continue to share with the world even decades later. So let's go. Let's go. I'll carry this. It's be hilarious. It's bigger than me.
Stanley, Minky, Crumbl stuff.
There's a.
It's so
Letterman
soft.
jacket. Oh, that one actually.
It's actually the school one. I have mine in my car actually.
Our entire works. Signed.
The full collection.
Free of charge.
All right, so the first stop today is going to be from my high school choir teacher, Jean Maguire, who taught at Viewmont High School in Bountiful, Utah. Among other things, she introduced me to some amazing musicals, including, actually, Les Miserables.
Yes.
Which obviously had a role to play in our history together.
You've grown so much since playing Gavroche in that show.
Yes, but I do feel like at the time,
You were so small.
I was typecast.
I mean, you work with what you got.
Surprise! Surprise! Hi, Jean.
Wow. Hi.
How are you?
How long has it been since I had handsome men? I'm well. How are you guys?
I'm fantastic. We were just in the area
I'm happy
and
to
happened to want to drop by for a minute.
Would you like to come in?
We would be honored, may we?
Please.
How are you?
Wow, this is cool.
This is bringing back so many memories. So this is the studio that I took my very first voice lesson. And I remember coming in from two-a-days in the summer in football gear, sweaty and gross.
Yep.
And I'm assuming this is the same music stand. And I would stand right here and I would just think to myself, I feel so bad for my teacher because I probably smell horrible.
Wow.
But we would just sing.
Yep.
And then I'd go back to the second practice.
That's awesome.
Yeah, well, let's have a seat. We're excited to talk with you.
Please.
In addition to surprising you together today and just wanted to come chat with you, we would love to invite you to be our special guest at our Give Back performance the Wednesday before Thanksgiving at the beautiful Eccles Theater downtown to come and get an early preview of our Christmas show.
I would love to.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think one of the things that got me so excited to pay tribute to you and express just gratitude and appreciation for what you've given me personally is to talk just a little bit about the passion that you've brought to this during your time as a teacher, the intensity and passion for what you do in your place. Well, if it's worth doing right.
If there's a definition of over and above, it's a theater teacher, right? Because like you're paid to do a job on paper, that's one thing, but like teachers like you go over and above.
You know, there was nobody that doubted what we were doing with the musicals in the last, once we hit Les Mis, because they were involved, and involvement makes you be invested.
That came from your commitment to communicate and to be involved, which allows the student to feel like you care. And so they begin to care. I mean, I can count many times in my life where I just felt like the teacher or the mentor, they cared about me, and they saw something in me.
You know it.
That
you feel it. You know it. You see it.
Yeah, that really encouraged me. So,
I think that's it. I think the mark of a brilliant educator is the ability to see in someone what they cannot see in themselves. And as a lowly, sophomore that had no idea he wanted to sing and perform, the fact that you saw that enough to take a risk really says a lot about your ability to see and envision what's possible, which is pretty awesome. that fire and that just passion for wanting to do specifically Les Mis, I don't know that I would have done it. And I don't even, who knows where this group would be today as a result of it. So collectively, we say for that, thank you.
My pleasure. Happy to have contributed to that. That's amazing.
That was awesome. That was special to get to, after all these years, just let her know the impact that she's had on not just my life, but probably, you know, thousands and thousands of students over the years.
Oh yeah,
It's unbelievable.
that's where my mind went, was thinking about how many people these teachers impact.
Yeah. Thousands. I mean,
Music changes
she taught
lives.
for 34 years.
When every day is a musical. We're going on to the next one. If I break myself in the name of service and love.
We're here at Janet's house, and I'm wondering if she's looking at us through the window. Why, hello! Yeah.
You gotta be kidding!
I thought we'd come say hi.
Oh my god! My three favorite.
It smells amazing in here. So
He'll explain.
So Crumbl is like, they were like, we want to honor educators. And they were like, do you guys have any educators that, you know, have like made an impact in your life?
Oh
And I was like, I may have one. I may.
Oh!
Sure.
Oh my gosh!
You dedicated your soul to what we did, right? And like, that's fascinated me over the years. The number of people that you have impacted has got to be, especially when you factor in the ripple effects, thousands.
How I think about it is how you've impacted me. My life is so rich because of all of you.
We are literally living our dream as a result of the efforts of teachers decades ago and over the course of time, which is really awesome.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Well, you're welcome. You're so welcome.
We have a line in one of our songs in Dare, I've charted my course to answer the call, and the teachers have helped us see what that call is. And so we're so grateful and appreciative to have teachers like yourself to help us see what the potential is. It is a course direction. Can you imagine where you'd be without?
I mean, the fact that I ended up at Woods Cross was, I feel like, divine intervention, because I didn't go there because of theater. I went there because I thought I wanted to follow my friend group that was going to school, and I was supposed to go to a different high school. So I got this variance to go there. And yeah, it was totally divinely directed and has had really an eternal impact on my life. And I think the lives that we've been able to impact with our music and the different things that we've done, that's where like the ripple effect is so significant. When you are passionate about what you do and you do it for the right reasons, you will have an impact on people's lives. And you've had that impact on me and hundreds of other kids that has resulted into impacting thousands of people. This is a huge call out to all educators that care enough to make an impact in students' lives. They will never know the effect that they have, but I can say, as one who has been impacted by an educator in a significant way, that impact is significant.
How we doing, Salt Lake City?
So let me just start off, if you're cool with that. I'm just gonna start off because I didn't visit Kim at his house a few weeks ago, and he has no idea why he's up here. So this is Kim Clayton, everyone. A giant among men. I want you to know that you really shaped the course of my life. I want you to all to think about the legacy that mentors and teachers have in our lives. I'm just one student. We've performed all over the country and all over the world, and he's had 7,000 students expressing good messages and lifting others, and so thank you so much. Thank you.
And I also personally want to thank Kim for instilling these dance moves in Brad that he finds now and again on stage.
You know.
So this wonderful woman to my right, this is Jean Maguire, a living legend from Viewmont High School. Jean instilled in me a level of love and passion for performing arts that really in many ways guided me to this group today. Simply put, I would not be here on stage if it weren't for her, and her seeing something in me that I simply couldn't see in myself. Thank you for everything that you've done for me in my life and for Gentri in theirs. We love you.
And my teacher is right there. Janet, like these other guys, was so instrumental in my life. She is an incredible person and taught me principles about what it means to be a lead in a musical that honestly, like, you're not better than anybody, right? Teachers that teach kids those types of things in addition to how to act and sing, that's important. And she is a dear friend, and I love you, Janet. Thank you so much.
One more big round of applause for Jean, Kim, and Janet. Thank you all for being here.
It's really cool to think about, like, for whatever reason you stuck with me. And you stuck with so many of us. We were such stinkers, you know, we're like young. And he has stories, I'm sure. Yeah, we were stinkers, and like, I thought a lot about these teachers who deal with kids, and like they keep doing it because you guys obviously have a higher, you know, a perspective that we didn't. So I just wanted you to know that your legacy is so strong, is living on, and thank you.
Oh,
so
pleasure.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
Wonderful to see him up there, you know?
Yeah.
Just picture that teenager guy. The guy in the shorts, the soccer shorts. That's
the spiked tips. The frosted tips. The frosted tips and like...
One life can make a difference. It's all inside of you. Our hearts can be together now. It's all